it is, man. This is the Green Room. ED and Mr. Gemini on the mic in a warm-up to a show about nothing.
All right. Welcome to the Green Room. We have no standardized format for the Green Room, so that's just it. This is the warm-up to the show about nothing, of course.
Oh, that it is.
Where we just talk amongst ourselves.
But isn't this the show about nothing to the warm-up about nothing?
We're testing our equipment.
Isn't this like nothing squared? is that what this is?
Nothing times nothing.
It's still nothing.
Still
To the
nothing.
10th power.
Damn it. Well, it's still squared.
We tried. Well. So you do learn on this.
We do have knowledge for you. You're
Zero
welcome.
times zero or 0 plus 0 is still 0. So
Yeah, maybe, paint the word picture, bro.
what am I doing?
Paint the word picture. Tell the people where we're at, what we're doing, what we got going on.
Oh, we're chilling in a new hotspot. Well, or will be, I guess, next week, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to get the full introduction of what's going on. You know, do your what do we call it? The elevator pitch.
Yeah, your elevator pitch.
Cold
All right.
open. Yeah. So we're at the East End, which is in Hatfield, and the old Rockin' Rebel, but forget that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to paint some word pictures. And so we have a spot in Quakertown. It's called the West End. This Tuesday, September 13th, mark it on your calendars, we are opening the East End. It is, call it the sister restaurant of West End. Very similar, I'd say 85 to 90% same menu, same vibe, same feels, similar beer, similar cocktails, all the same good times, but in Hatfield. So we brought the party up here, and we're psyched about it. September 13th is the day it opens, and we want to see everyone here. We're psyched, and we want you guys to be psyched.
All right.
That was definitely more than 30 seconds, but I too
No,
am
it's
psyched. Yeah, I know.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, I guess on ITY, you know, we got to keep it more like a 30-second elevator pitch, but you know that works just fine
No,
because that's what we're here for. You know, and just kind of get to know each other, likes, dislikes.
it.
You know, and maybe a little back history. I mean,
That's fair.
Yeah, which speaking of back history, I'm going to need one of each of those beers.
Ooh, getting right into it.
You said what we're doing and where we're at. We never said who we are or who you are.
that's true.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I usually am though, so you know. It's, but yeah, no, we got Gemini over here. This is Philly D.
And they call me Zach.
Fact checker.
It's all right. Yeah, we got Zach Attack in the building. He's the main man between the West End and the East End.
That's what they call me.
Which
Yep.
and you and I are beer makers in a sense, because you and I have collabed together to make a couple of beers that were at the West End that still currently are, which I'm kind of in the middle of doing the concoction to make what you and I came up with.
He is mad scientistic right now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm literally doing people at
So-
home. I'm pouring a 50-50 of Tangerine Swords and Transmission, which is how Zach and I came up with their West End IPA batch number 2.
V2. Yep.
Yeah, which I mean, I think so far is pretty much killing it.
So
I
what do we
mean-
call this though?
Oh, it's just the West End batch number 2.
Yeah, West End IPA
Should be
version
like-
2. People are they're loving it. I'm loving it. That's my drink every day at this point.
Yeah, you got to get your mouth on the mic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to put it in your mouth.
Lo siento. That better?
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Yeah, up front. Yeah, that's the running joke is you literally have to put it in your mouth. But when you do, you don't have to like scream or you can just talk. And
Just
it's-
talk. Got it.
But yeah, dude, that whole thing swivels and let me give you a little extra slack. There you go.
There it is.
But yeah, no, we met actually when I had my other restaurant and you were working for another brewery.
True. This is all true.
Which we didn't know until we started working. I'm like, why do you look so familiar to me?
I
And then
know
we figured
you.
it out. And then, yeah, no, that was,
And the rest is history. Now we're best pals.
yeah, it was because, you know, we make IPAs together. So
Exactly. Brings us together.
Are we allowed to talk about the brewery or
which brewery?
what?
Any brewery. Yeah. This is Green Room, bro. We can talk about whatever we
We can
want.
talk about that brewery. We can talk about my old brewery, who I'm still best pals with as well.
As you should be, man. Dude, Well Crafted is a
Oh, nice.
I mean, dude, there's a lot of great talent that is really starting to come out of this general area, and it's nice to see that it's. Yeah, I mean, not only is it talent, but people even recognize it and they come out and support it. It's even more beautiful.
It makes me so happy to see, and people are psyched about it. They support anyone who's doing anything in regards to beer and local stuff, and that's what it's all about, man. At least as far as I'm considered, and I think that's what the general public thinks as well, which is super cool. It's super cool. I like it.
Yeah, well, because I mean, so how long have you been with the West End? Because I mean, they haven't been around that long either, right? Only a couple years.
It's been 8 years.
8 years.
I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is.
Holy crap! It was like Gross Point, like 10 years. That's like Jeremy Piven over here. Jesus.
But yeah,
wow, 8 years.
8 years. I came aboard. Oh my gosh! At this point, like a year and a half ago, it just made sense. I'm still super tight with everyone over at Well Crafted. I love what they're doing. I'm gonna plug them real quick because they just recently opened a spot in Ambler, who apparently they're killing it at both spots. So
Ambler's killing it now too because
They really
got a
are.
bunch over there, and that's a small
Yep.
town.
Oh yeah,
It is.
Yeah, because they're like right across the spot from because they did what the hell was it? Ambler Beverage or Beer Company, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, they were putting some stuff out, and then all of a sudden they're just like, oh, by the way, do you want to buy some beer? Okay, cool, we're leaving, and they're just like, wait, what?
Hey.
Oh, dude, they literally did. They're like, here, buy some beer. No, hey, cool, it doesn't
Yep.
matter. We're closing anyways, and it's like, well, then why the hell would you try to sell me the beer? What? Yeah, it was. Salud, my
Oh,
friend.
yes.
Absolutely.
Blancha.
Nazdrovia.
Prost.
I don't know
Cheers.
the other ones.
I don't, we keep coming up with as many as we can.
Oh shoot! I used to know. What's the Italian one? Ah, never mind. I had it.
I mean, we have a fact checker. She might be able to figure this out for us.
Oh my gosh!
How do Italians?
You're not thinking of chin chin.
I am thinking of Chin Chin. You're right.
There
yes.
you go. See, this is why we love having a
She
fact
didn't even-
checker. I know she just knew that.
That
shit
was in
now.
her head. Yeah,
Yeah, no, she does that sometimes.
I like it.
I will preface though, she gives you great information, but she's not here to pronounce things
Or spell them.
or spell them. That's also true.
Okay,
I'm a fact checker, not a spell checker.
I like
So,
that. Yeah.
I know she's straight up, and she works for High Fives, which is even better.
There we go.
I stay in my lane.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, dude, yeah. But when she does chime in, it's usually really well placed and proper because she's probably worse at the dad jokes than we are. I'm pretty sure she's the one that brings those. Yeah, 'cause, you know, her one that she does is, that's not my favorite, but it's a solid number 2. It's like, oh,
It's fucking gold. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
yeah. What was the other one? Put me in yellow overalls or whatever, and call me Gordon because I dig that shit. Yes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm still digging the one she sent us because it was just the delivery on that one.
What's that?
The man guy walks into the bar with the
Oh, with the nude on his shoulder.
nude on his shoulder.
Yeah, but what's the nude's name?
Please continue.
Tiny.
Yeah, why is his name Tiny?
Because he's minute.
Oh my god.
She sent it to us. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, we're blaming her on this.
But it wasn't just that. It was the way the guy, he was losing it before he even got to the punchline. He almost gave up the ghost right in the middle of the.
Oh yeah, no, he could not keep his shit together to save his life.
The guy telling it initially?
Yeah, like he
of
was-
course. If you know the punchline to that, like, you're not getting through that. That's just gold, solid gold.
Yeah, she sends us. So we actually all chat on the backside, usually more spiritual, open-minded, intellectual kind of stuff. But she'll also like TikTok bomb the crap out of us with like just, I mean, dad
Oh,
jokes.
throughout the week. Yeah.
Yeah, mashups of like 2 different, totally, completely off songs that just like, it's
So, which, by the way,
Like it.
I just finished watching Just the Tip, which apparently is the title of a children's book.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
So
Oh, get familiar.
get familiar. She's gonna get a little weird right now.
she sent this thing to me, and it's like I don't even. I mean, is that a famous vlogger or something, or she just does like TikTok videos, but she actually
I don't
sat
know.
here and read like 3/4 of this book before she just lost it and gave up.
This is a real book.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it.
Mother of God.
And
Yeah.
it's called Just the Tip, and it's about,
Painting.
what, are they mice? It's like
Yes.
it's a little boy who's got this amazing paintbrush. And it's not a little paintbrush. It's like this,
paintbrush is his tip. I get it.
and he doesn't have any paint to paint with until he meets a girl
no.
one day
Yeah, so he has
who
to
has paint but no
practice.
paintbrush.
Well, yeah, because he has to practice with
He
his
spends
brush
a lot of time practicing
without
with
the
his brush.
paint. So
Without
he's
the
just,
paint.
he's just dry painting.
And like just a lot of little disturbing additions. Now,
Right,
this is
well,
a
and-
children's book. What exactly? Because he has to trim the
Yeah, he has to trim the tip off.
Oh,
of the
and he
bush.
watched a lot of videos of people painting in hopes of one day being able to paint with his real
Oh my
paintbrush.
gosh.
Oh, yeah.
So he
Jesus.
just doesn't have paint. So he needs, one day he wants to use his paintbrush in real life.
There's
paint.
a lesson in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
because
don't-
there's a female.
Then
in
he
there.
meets a girl.
Yeah, the girl doesn't have a paintbrush, so she just uses her hand when she's painting.
If you could see his face right now.
This is a real children's book, $14.95 on Amazon.
You found it? You found it?
$14.95.
Oh, nice.
Worth
This
every
is what we're
penny.
selling our kids now. That's a little
Right.
disturbing.
There's a link in the bio.
Actually, it's 5% off right now.
Yeah, no
14.27.
shit.
Noted.
Yeah, let's. Can we find a production date on this? When was this made? What's the copyright on this shit?
It sounds to me
First
like
edition?
an adult book. I don't know.
Has there been subsequent like edits on this? And there's
Right.
they have
Book on
new
tape.
information.
I'd like to hear this audio. I'd like
lady-
to listen to it in my car.
The lady finally gives up on reading it because they schedule a play date with each other, basically, so she can learn how to use a brush and he can learn how to use paints.
I love this.
And so when he presents his brush, I think was the way she put it, the girl then is very fascinated and she's touching. They actually have it like in the picture.
Like
of
hand to brush.
her touching the tip of the brush.
Stop.
And she lost it when she started talking about, she was like basically touching the shaft of the brush. And
No, yeah, runs
and
her
she just-
fingers down the
she
long
just
wooden
lost it,
shaft.
and the video
of the-
just cuts off. She's like, I'm done.
So we
Okay,
need to
this is
do-
the Google description. It says Henry loves to practice painting with his paintbrush. Unfortunately, he does not have any paint. Likewise, Cindy loves to paint but does not have a paintbrush. When they discover their complementary interests, Henry and Cindy work together to make their dreams come true.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And it was published October of 2021.
What? All right, so this is intentional hard as shit.
Yeah,
this is not like a 1950s.
Somebody is a new children's book writer.
This is all by design.
They got themselves out of whatever job they were in.
This is like Buffalo Bill writes children's books, is what this is.
This is Buffalo's
Come
tips
on,
on how to be clean.
Oh, if
Remember
only I had
to
a
use your
paintbrush. Oh my god.
No, some paint.
He wants a brush. That's why, it's Buffalo Bill, bro. He's got to have something to put in the basket. You know what I mean? So he's got to put the brush and, plus he's all about like,
My
putting on
gosh.
skins. Fucking Buffalo
Paint in the
Bill.
basket.
Oh, but it's in the basket.
It's part of the Pen 15 Club,
Stop.
which includes
what?
3 books. Yes,
So this
Pen
is all-
15. You know what that is when you write it out.
It's painted. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Wow.
There's 3 books.
Pen 15. Think about it. Put it together in your mind.
Pen, like
hold on.
PEN 15, Pen 15.
Or
I've heard about this
never
shit.
heard of Pen 15.
No, never. Bro, I don't watch TV.
So
I'm very,
listen,
like-
This was like before. This is when you were kids. You knew
in
this
middle
stuff.
school, we used to
Yes.
go to kids and be like, "You want to be part of our club?" And they're like, "Yes." It's called Pen 15. You're like, "Okay, well, we have to write it on you." And you take a pen, you'd write Pen 15, and they're walking around with penis on their arm for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
That was the jam back then.
Yeah, see,
So can we hear about the other 2 books in this?
I don't know.
so intrigued.
I'm a little disturbed because I feel like that was disturbing enough,
Oh my God.
but then it could be like a whole nother thing. Like maybe little Susie meets another girl who has paints and also no
Sure.
brush. and they start painting each other. That's,
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
or Billy finds another friend who only has a paintbrush as well, and what
Right.
they do together. I really don't want to go down this road.
Yeah, they play tummy sticks.
I'm a little just.
I'm just going to tell you the titles, okay?
Oh my
Wait,
god!
she's
Just
losing it
the
already.
titles, just to see how it feels. What do we?
Because that never gets you in
You
trouble.
know?
Oh my god!
Look away.
Okay.
Yeah, get your shit together,
That's what
lady.
Shay said.
That's what Shay said.
That's what Shay said.
Shay, not she. Shay, like shea butter. That's what Shay said.
Shea butter?
Yes, like SHAE. Shay.
Okay, that's what Shay said.
Okay.
That's what Shay said. That's like I don't know. That's what I feel
Are you
like.
ready? Are you ready for this one?
I don't know if
I don't know.
It's a golden shower.
What?
No, it's not. That is not.
And
the
these are
title
really,
of the
no, I
book.
mean, honestly marketed as
100%
children's books.
fact.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a truth fact.
But what is the plot to the golden shower?
I don't want to know. Let's not
Yeah.
go any
I'm
further.
just curious. Like,
I can't go any further. I'm already pulled over.
oh, we have not tangented enough on this one. I've been introduced. I just got introduced to the Pen 15 Club.
This
I
is
want to know
not-
about golden showers.
This is not a safe space as advertised.
no.
Not, well, I mean,
I'm here for
I've
it.
got young children that would read books within that age range, and that's
oh my god,
really quite disturbing.
that's a great
Right.
conversation for dinner time.
I'm going to
I'll
continue
give you
voting
the
with my
brief
wallet on
paragraph.
that one.
You're gonna give us the opening pair.
Oh, geez.
No, just the brief paragraph
Just
on
the tip.
Amazon. So it's
Oh, the
it's
tidbit to
innocent.
like entice. Be like, look, this book's so amazing. Here you go.
This is a sequel to Just the Tip.
This the
It's
sequel.
the sequel. Okay.
Wait, the golden what?
Yeah, I believe golden
Shower?
showers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was the third one.
That what I thought so too. But
It's one of three.
there's it. Okay.
Yeah, they
There's a
saved that for
trilogy.
last,
This
just
was-
like R. Kelly.
Oh, and of course it starts. It starts with just the tip. No, I get it now. I get it. No, I get it. All right, let's go.
See, there's a term for this. I think it's called grooming. Is that what it is? That's
Bingo.
So it says Winston has never had the courage to travel far from home. That is until his best friend Franklin returns from a trip from the farm far beyond the meadow. Upon learning about Franklin's adventure, Winston decides that he too will journey to the farm in search of new experiences.
Mm-hmm.
that's
That's
the
so
excerpt.
vague that.
Wow. I do that. Almost sounds like what Mice
Yeah, and then you
Men.
buy it
I
and
need
you
to buy
read it.
Exactly. It's so vague that.
And then you end up burning it.
right.
right,
Trying to return it.
dude. I mean, it sounds like a knockoff version of Mice and Men. Like, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, what are they doing there, bro?
I got to imagine there's got to be people calling that publishing house, being like, "What is wrong with you people?"
Free
Right.
advertising.
My child got this as a birthday gift.
Yeah.
My, oh God. And now he's a part of some club, Pen 15.
And now I can't
Oh my
even
God.
I can't even laugh when I hear them read it because
Right.
you're doing very good reading, but I really wish you would pick another book. 'cause-
I'm impressed with their level of reading and understanding, but they're peeing on each other.
something about a farm. I'm not sure.
Oh God.
That means something. I don't know. This means something. The farm.
Dude, when I did the trivia last week, the top 10 list of movies explained wrong was the thing. It was like,
Oh, I like that.
well, yeah. So I described Pulp Fiction with completely inaccurate stuff. Because what did I say? So it was something like there's a briefcase, something about a watch, and people keep talking about McDonald's. that's fucking Pulp Fiction.
I like it.
But
Yep.
but it's
We'll keep talking.
yeah. So someone was something like that.
Well, yeah, I guess it
Because they kept talking about the Royale with cheese and shit.
Yeah, because it's the Royale with cheese.
Yeah, but
Do
there
you
was
know why, Brad?
Because they have the metric system. Look at the big brain old Brad.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
That's right, the metric system.
Oh my god.
Can I get a bite of your tasty burger?
Yeah, what the
Because
fuck?
my
was
wife's a vegetarian, which pretty much means I'm a vegetarian.
is that the Kahuna burger or something?
Yep.
The fucking chocolate shake or some shit. I never
Can I have a
got.
sip of your tasty beverage
Your tasty
to wash this
beverage?
down?
He's just slurping the shit out of it. You do Samuel L. Jackson, man.
Him and Quentin Tarantino in the same movie.
Oof. Yeah, Tarantino's
Great producer, but really not the best
characters.
actor.
Dude, you know what I meant. Dang it.
Really not the best actor.
But I mean, if you think about it, well, because what was the Django Unchained when he was like
He was the
from the Australian or New Zealand or whatever
Yeah.
the slave guy from down under, and he was just like super rednecky, but like Australian rednecky. So he's like really dumb. That shit was hilarious. That's true.
So he's like really dumb.
Well, yeah, because you're also talking about like several hundred years ago at this point.
So now
Well,
you're-
150 or
So
something.
you're picking on Australia too? Is that
150-year-old Australians, yes. So none of them exist.
what?
So I'm talking about back then, not now. Now they're intelligent. It was back then that it was.
they've come a long way.
They have. I mean,
Well, you know that was a prison colony.
I was saying, they started out as a penal colony.
Pen 15.
That was like, dude, it's just, I
had
feel
to
like
stop myself.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just,
Pen 15 club.
Trying
Come
to
on,
set it
you gotta
up.
get a tattoo to be part of the club.
dude.
They got another one. You can see the CEOs talking to each other now.
Yeah, we got another one of these penis kids over here.
Kids.
Oh my god! Which
And anybody who falls for it, they just get outcast from the rest of the,
Well, see,
Absolutely
but what's
shunned.
worse, having Pen 15 tattooed on you or an actual penis tattooed on you? Because I feel like, you know what I mean? You could be like, no, it's a real name, and you could fix that. A penis is a penis. Like, you're not getting rid of, balls and shaft. That's a lot to work with.
But Pen 15 is a real name.
Dude, yeah, I'd never heard
Wait,
of
I'm
that shit.
I'm trying to think of it from Escape from Guantanamo. What did he refer to it as?
Oh, cock meat sandwich.
Cock meat, yeah.
Yep.
You boys hungry for lunch? Was it the two Afghanis or the Iraqis or whatever? They're like, oh yeah, no, this is good. You're gonna want to do this, my friend. It's like, no,
No.
fuck no. I am not participating in this right now.
Take your paintbrush. Take you go elsewhere.
Well, yeah, but wasn't that also that was also the one where they're at their buddy's house and they're having where normally it's like a topless party, but it's a bottomless party.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So all the chicks are just walking around with like muff hanging out and shit, and his dude comes out of the hot tub and it's like all afro and just like a little pinky. Dude, put that shit away. It's all glistening like VO5 or some shit on it, or
Just let your soak.
yeah, I was gonna say or some Soul Glow. Yeah, just follow the drip. There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we do a lot of movie quotes and
I
movie
love
jokes.
it.
It's just
I'm here for it.
Look like looking like Slash, you know what I mean?
dude, I mean,
A little top hat on it. Smoking a cigarette.
you put those big old glasses and shit in the little hat. Oh my god, take that out on the town.
Oh, it's puppets, bro.
Puppet, dude.
We have an Axl Rose to go along with you.
Oh my God.
Is that a joke? I don't know if I want to know this.
No, we know a kid who looks exactly like Axl Rose.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, it doesn't.
I know.
Well, he's like an Uber fan. Actually, that's completely appropriate, isn't it? He's an Uber fan. You're talking about our friend from the cruise we went on? Yeah.
Yeah,
is this also the British guy that builds stuff, or is this somebody completely different?
No, he's from Austria.
that's the other one.
Is he a fan of
There's two.
of Guns N' Roses or a fan of Uber? I think I was confused. Legitimately was. I get it now.
Well, it's Austrian, German,
He
Uber.
loves Uber. He can't stop taking it.
Uber Vice. So powerful they named it German with a umlaut.
Because, yeah, what they had like a karaoke thing every night.
Go figure the Austrians
And
were
he
doing
looked like
karaoke with
Axl.
Axl.
And Hulk.
So every time he walked by, they'd scream his name to get him to come in and sing.
Nice.
And he always picked.
Let's say, did it
Guns
work?
N' Roses
Of
songs.
course. Right.
I mean, are we talking like leather pants and or like cheetah print or bandana somewhere looks like, or
Rose tinted glasses.
He would
Right,
he
like-
would wear a bandana. Yep. That was,
He would wear the bandana, flannel shirt, cut off jeans.
Oh, he leaned
like
super hard into that.
welcome to the jungle is what I heard.
He walked out of his
Absolutely.
he walked around all the time dressed exactly like Axl Rose. I don't want to say looked
I'll
exactly
send
like.
you guys
I
a
love
photo.
Why not?
Well, I mean, we'll have to look at it on break, possibly.
It's so funny too how in like other countries it can take like 10 years for something to fully catch on.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
And I'm sure that's not entirely unusual where he lives to be a really big Guns N' Roses fan. But for us, like we're like, Axl's kind of done, like a long time ago.
250 pounds. It's a wrap for Axl.
Wait, why is he like super heavy now or something? Or
Yeah, he's not looking great. But that's
Swap
okay.
out drugs for food, I guess.
what's
Something.
I saw Dave Mustaine was on Joe Rogan.
He
Yeah.
was.
And I saw a picture and I was like, that's not Megadeth.
He's looking rough, man.
Oh yeah, no,
He's
that's
still pissed about Metallica stealing his songs.
Get over it.
Let it
dude.
go, bro. Let it go, bro.
They were hits, man. Just enjoy that.
Yeah,
You know, like,
hey, you did good one way.
could have been Twisted Sister. You know what I'm saying?
Serious. What's wrong with Twisted Sister, bro?
I mean, nothing. If you like one song,
If you like
Right.
one song.
Dee Snider.
Dude, that's fucked up, bro.
he made it much bigger as a DJ than he ever did as a musician. But
He did. That's
I mean, I
accurate.
feel like he made it
And there's no-
as a DJ because he had the rock and roll coming into it, and they just like got him the clout, and then he did like you know what I
Right.
mean?
Like he
Yeah,
just was
well.
Dee Snider.
But
So
I
they were
mean-
like, sure, you can DJ here.
Of course,
When
you're
you
like
think about
anything
it-
you want, Mr. Snyder.
when you think about it, though, like White Snake was much bigger. So, like I'm just saying. And now
So
you
I'm
look
not
at White
gonna-
Snake, it's like, man,
Yeah, I mean maybe yours.
it's yeah. I can leave my paintbrush out of this.
oh,
I am
my
not part of the
God.
Pen 15 group. Okay,
Yeah, you're not cool enough for the Pen 15, apparently.
I like the AV club.
The AV.
So who is bigger,
Very
White
similar.
Snake or Mighty Python?
Whoa.
Wait, Monty Python or Mighty Python? Because that's two different things.
Oh, I don't know Mighty Python.
Oh well, you know, stick around for the after show.
Hey.
What's on the television?
Yeah, I know, that's what I was like. Did you say it was a Monty? Who Monty Hall? Is that what that is? No, All
Don't
right.
spill the water.
Thank you, Golden Child. Somebody had to pick up the slack. Jesus, she's looking at me like, wait, is that a question?
This water ain't that pure. Neither are you.
Neither are you.
You're just gonna rub that on your jacket, huh? You know it's cold out here. It's just gonna freeze. You're gonna cut yourself on it.
Little frozen booger.
How many people you say made it through this?
None. None.
You know it's like none,
yeah, none.
none. Yeah. What you mean none? Oh, there's the ground.
Dude, he like drops a pebble. Just stand there like listening. Nothing. Not a heat and a jot on that one.
I want the knife.
Dude, I mean, I'll tell you what, still my favorite scene in that movie is when the little kid freaking gets the Pepsi can to unroll itself and it turns into the top hat guy and it just starts like dancing and
Putting
shit.
on the Ritz.
Yeah, but he's doing it for the guy that looks like a monkey or whatever because he's like a total moron. It's like super strong or whatever.
Dude, he
The
may be a
Neanderthal
very
looking-
intelligent actor. You do not know. We got to look him up.
Talking about his character. I don't know about him as a person. What the hell is this shit? Why are you always attacking me, man? It's not cool, bro.
It could be just horrible misinformation that we've been receiving about him all this time.
I
mean,
said plague.
all this
Oh, jeez. Gonna wiki this shit.
he's got kids. You know what I mean? This is going on air, dude. That's just wrong.
Trying to drink, bro.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. It's been through enough
You know,
already.
just don't tell anybody about this. You know, I'm a teacher.
Can we keep this between you and me?
You
I'd hate
and
to
your
lose
friends.
my teaching job.
You come in here on your motorbikes, stinking up the place, and believe me,
His
You do
name
stink.
is Taco.
Who?
The
Neanderthal
guy who
man
sings
from
Putting
Golden
on the
Child?
Ritz.
Oh,
no, the bad guy that was in charge of watching the Golden Child.
we're talking about the
That
movie The
guy.
Golden Child, the Neanderthal man that worked for the bad people.
Look, man, I got a whole thing of Tic Tacs in my pocket. Take as many as you like, please.
Did she say fucking taco? Because now I'm hungry.
Paco. No,
Oh,
Paco.
Paco? Damn it.
You got a taco on your leg. Eat that one.
Do it.
No, Taco.
It was taco, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, sucker.
What? Seriously?
Seriously, bro. Dude, thanks for bringing the tequila, man. That was dope as shit.
What else was I going to do with it? I can't drink it by myself.
I mean, you
Well,
could.
I
but
could, but
You're not that selfish though, so I'll give you that respect. So thank you. Yeah, Jim and I got us a bottle the other week.
I mean, maybe if I got a toothache or something, it's just medicine.
just a toothache.
That's what they say? It's medicine, right?
100%.
It's medicinal. That's why it was.
Now, so wait,
Same thing with whiskey.
Are you swishing the
Supposed to give it to
tequila?
kids, put it on
Oh
the
yeah, you
teeth.
gotta
Oh yeah, no. When I was teething as a kid, my parents would use like wine or Jack Daniels or something like that. So I mean,
yeah. Now Child Services gets a call.
Wrap.
I was gonna say they also used to beat me, but I don't.
I think that's what's wrong with the world.
Not enough beatings.
I was gonna say, did we beat our kids
I
too
didn't
much,
get, I mean,
and then we didn't?
I'm not to say that I got beat, but I mean a swift slap makes a big difference.
He's not wrong.
I mean, like you're acting up in the grocery store, like I didn't even see it coming.
Yeah, no. So okay,
It's like the speed of light.
I think I was like 6 or 7, and I'm out in the store, and it's me, my sister, and my mom, and me and my sister are acting up as usual because we're bad little kids. And my mom, without even saying anything, literally just grips us up by the arm, takes us to the bathroom, leaves the cart outside, locks the door, gives us a what for, makes sure that we're finally calm. So it's like a 5-minute scenario of an ass beat, and just like, no, we're gonna sit here until you're done crying. As soon as we're done, it's just like, all right, cool, we're good. Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Next time we're out in the store, and it's just like, oh, blah blah blah. Be like, hey, you need to go to the bathroom? Nah, we good. we good.
It's like code now.
Well, pretty much. I can hold it. We're good.
Pavlov's dog. You hear bathroom.
Pretty much.
Do I need to take my shoe off?
Oh yeah, dude. I got beat with chanclas, wooden spoons, anything that was in like
Yep.
anything within reach, whether it was in a drawer or not. Salt shakers. Hey, whatever was close. If it was
Like
there,
those
that shit
big-
was coming.
Like the big wooden, or like just a
No, I think they were
pick
like
up a salt shaker and just chug it at
a
you.
little plastic junk. Actually, I think they were like porcelain or some shit.
Ooh, that could hurt with enough speed.
I mean, I got a pretty thick skull, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Not like the McDonald's ones, the plastic.
Oh yeah, no.
No, you
Those
see-
little, those were paper.
you
Oh, those
see
like on the
that
table. I'm
On
like,
the
those
table,
come in
yeah.
paper,
Where
bro.
they say salt all around it, or pepper.
one brown, one white. Yep, I know those. Those are plastic. Those are bounce right off.
Oh yeah, those are nothing. I don't even leave a scratch.
Those are the ones we used to take like a nickel on the table and go,
Yes. Yep.
and then you just kind of sit it there and slide it forward and clean up the mess. Next time somebody picks it up, it's like all over the place. You never heard of
It's
that?
going everywhere.
Would
Yeah.
you cap it with it?
No,
No,
you put
you-
it on the bottom.
You would put like a nickel or a dime underneath of it, and you'd
slam
slam
it
it
down.
down the table. And then you just slide the whole mess off to the side. And then
just
when
leave it
somebody
there.
picked up the pepper or salt next time, it was like,
It goes everywhere.
Oh, because the piece would pop into it, so
Yep.
there was. Oh,
Key is though, you cannot pick it up again. You have to slam it down,
slide it.
slide it very gingerly to the middle of the table.
So he knows exactly what it is. You see?
I do. It's not-
what the? You guys are over here blowing up fucking salt and pepper shakers. You know about pin 15, dude. What the fuck, man?
yeah, it's a.
Apparently, I was too busy like skateboarding or some shit. Fuck.
Do they even put them on the table anymore? No, it's fucking packets.
Packets.
It's
It's
packets.
packets. It's not even the sex packets
I
either.
mean, they used
Fucking-
to you used to be able to smoke at McDonald's. You remember that?
Wild.
They used to have
Yes.
little McDonald's ashtrays.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
In
Those
the
were actually
90s,
good ashtrays
yeah.
too.
They were.
They actually had, dude. Mickey D's had quality ashtrays, man.
What, those little
honest.
aluminum press jobbies, like it.
No, the
No,
black
they
plastics.
were. Yeah, they were black plastic ones. They had the.
Well, no, I
arches
mean
on
they
it.
actually had the printed ones that were like they were like pressed aluminum or something. It was like a cheap, like almost like a foil. But I remember they had those too at one
Yeah.
point. But
I feel
like,
like that was
those are the
Denny's.
ones I remember.
maybe it was the outdoor seating.
Oh, maybe,
but
I don't
outdoor
know.
seating at the mall, which is still indoors. But
Right.
they had those. Yeah, it was like a gold colored, and it had like McDonald's M on it, and it was just like a little tin ashtray.
I love that.
It wasn't the middle piece that holds a cigarette in them.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
it's quality stuff right there.
It is.
Dude, no, I
So
remember.
you wanted
Go ahead.
the bad guy from the Golden Child.
Whoa, no, not
No.
Sodom Numsi.
Yeah, not so. My dear brother Sodom. It's Sodom Nunzi.
Of course, his name was Sodom.
Oh, bro.
It's Sardo.
I don't even know why.
Oh, the
I'm
knife?
trying to
You want
keep
the
the
knife?
integrity.
The knife
We went
isn't-
off the rail with just the tip.
That's
We did.
That's how it happens. This is the green room, people.
I feel like we were never on the rails.
These are jokes, people.
I know these are jokes. These are jokes. Dude.
Oh, you gotta tell Zach about that. The one comedian though,
Oh,
because
Drew Lynch.
if you haven't,
I'd like to know.
So,
That was interesting.
Drew Lynch was on America's Got Talent. I want to say like 4 years ago, maybe. So, long story short, he's like, I don't know, 5'5", 5'6", so a shorter guy, but kind of stout and stocky. Had a softball incident where he got a line drive to his throat, took him off bounds, fell backwards, hit his head, and concussed himself. Goes home that night and falls asleep on the concussion.
Oh, I know Drew Lynch. He's got a stutter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in his original America's Got Talent thing, he's sitting there talking about how he wants people to use his voice for GPS.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's like, in 100 feet, turn rerouting.
Rerouting.
Make a rerouting. That's all you get. Is just it keeps coming right back.
But you were showing me some of the more recent stuff though, and apparently his
stutter's less predominant.
And I'm thinking his ability to get on stage and open up around other people has
well, that was the whole. Yeah, that was.
I mean,
his
I'm
whole
sure
point.
he's got some kind of a speech counselor too. But I mean, just that's amazing.
That's funny. I can relate to that big time. I had a stutter, like a serious stutter, not just a stutter that every kid has, and then it's every so often. It was bad. It was bad, and I saw a speech therapist. I saw other people. It was serious. My mom was like, "We need to get this checked out. We need to get you fixed." I'm like, "Listen,
We need to
Mom."
get you fixed.
Yeah, I'm like,
whoa.
Yeah, no.
Ain't nobody touching my paintbrush.
I was like, I don't think I need to be fixed, but I'll go see a speech therapist. And I did, and it did nothing. And it continued on that way. I kept stuttering. I hated it. Everyone was like, it's fine. Just slow down. That's the worst thing you can say to someone that stutters. Just slow down when you talk. I swear to God.
It has nothing to do with
It has
that.
nothing to do with that. It
Dude,
is,
yeah, the stutter's still there. It's just slower.
I feel bad because I have
slower.
to fight the temptation to finish your sentence.
Right. Yep.
And I know that's like the worst thing.
It's not the best. Yeah.
Like just let me get through this.
Right.
You know, this is effort.
Bear with me. I know we're all ready to go on to the next sentence.
But what's his name? I remember what's his name was talking about that. The brother of I'm not gonna the mushroom guy that I gave you the book of. I'm trying
Terrence
to think.
McKenna.
Terrence McKenna, but his
brother.
brother told this whole story, and it was hilarious the way he told it. But he
What
said,
the fuck is his name?
he said he went off and he purchased himself some mushrooms before he really knew a whole lot about dosing and how much is appropriate.
Sure.
So I think he got like a quarter. And he ate the whole thing on the way to his favorite tree that he was like his thinking tree that he was going to go to.
We all need to think.
And so it was pretty much gone by the time he got there. And then a storm was coming. But he tells this whole story about how he climbed the tree during the middle of this storm and he's tripping face on like a quarter of acid. I mean, not acid, a quarter of mushrooms that he had eaten like a cap and a stem on the way, like every couple minutes or whatever. And just kind of, so he ramped up to like, I don't know, he was probably in another world at the point that he was in the tree. And he said during that experience, he had a really bad issue stuttering, like really, really bad.
I remember the story now. Yeah.
And he was dosing so hard that while he was up in this tree contemplating death, because I'm sure it felt like the end of the world with the storm rolling in. But he said he stopped for a moment and told himself, he's like, no more stuttering. This is it. I'm done. And it was something about that that. And he said after that, and that was his first experience tripping on shrooms. He said never again after that. It was gone.
Holy crap. That's
and like
amazing.
you can hear him, he does public speaking now. It's like, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of stuff that's going on now, publication wise, as well as research and getting the data and stuff about, not
It was
just
illegal for like 50, 60 years to even research it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's going. Acid, ayahuasca, DMT. All of it is starting to get physical data for support of showing that. Yeah, data. Yeah. Fuck you.
Well, but I mean, okay, mushrooms, they're from the earth.
Word.
And DMT,
Actually, they're from cow shit, but
is produced in the human brain, actually all animal brains.
Well, I think there's a lot of evidence now that's starting to support that most things have DMT in it.
Vertebrates. I think most vertebrates have anything with the pineal gland, because I think it has
even
something to do with
vegetables and like plants are producing DMT as well.
Yes.
So it's not even just we're talking physical animals, but just living structures.
It makes you wonder, like, what's the purpose of DMT in a plant, or does it? I mean, I don't know. Like,
good question.
Like, is it just to give it to other? Like, what? Like, why does it produce that? Is there like a biological need to? Is it a protection? I mean, like,
it has to have
hot
some
peppers
kind of-
produce a certain acid to protect themselves from being eaten by other animals. Like, what's the purpose of? Maybe somebody eats a little of that plant and they just start tripping face and they stop eating the plant.
Do I doubt that?
Like,
shit.
I don't like.
Or
Is that a
just
protected
continue
device?
eating it.
Like,
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, I'll be back next week. That was dope. I'll be right over.
Speaking of Terrence McKenna, that was his whole theory, though. The
Stoned ape.
the stoned ape theory was
Yeah.
and I'm a huge proponent of that. Although there's never actually been any physical evidence of that. There's never been any. I mean, eventually, I think if we keep digging into this, but
Well, no, 'cause
the theory being that at one point, as deforestation was starting to occur just naturally in certain areas of the savanna, that you'd have big swaths of land open up that would, among other things, produce mushrooms because of the native cattle that were grazing in the area, and that the monkeys, being now out of the trees, would look for something to eat that was easily accessible, and it wasn't uncommon for them to grab something off a cow plop, which in most cases was fungal of some sort and maybe
potentially
magic.
psychedelic.
Yeah, and like his whole theory, and I that's why I love that theory, though. His whole theory was that whatever it was leaped from Cro-Magnon man to the common, Homo erectus or whatever you call us. That huge jump in brain size could have been contributed to the consumption of these plants, or not even plants. I mean, the fungi.
Yeah, I love that theory.
That expanded our brain pan like 3 times in like 10 million years, which apparently is like a really small.
I feel like there was
section of
something.
time.
There was something in
Yes,
there that he
yes.
was drawing. Supposed data coming, geographically or not geographically. What the fuck is it? The people that dig shit up, those fucking guys.
Anthropologists,
Yeah,
archaeologists.
archaeology. Yeah. So archaeological information, as far as they were looking at the different layers, this, that, and whatever else, and you were starting to see a different level of chemicals that were found in those sections. So they were saying that there could have been. So I think there was some, air quotes, scientific data.
There's
that,
suddenly like a spike in like artistry and
Right.
architecture and all kinds of other stuff that maybe it like our buddy always says, maybe it has nothing to do with aliens at all. Maybe, and that was what I thought was really cool about Terrence McKenna, because when you really got down to it, he said if aliens wanted to invade this planet, what better way than to put themselves in a spore that really can't be, it can survive in space.
yeah.
And those spores can actually land, and that's the theory is that that quite possibly the first life on this planet would have been fungus, because it came down from fungal spores from other solar systems and landed by a comet or
What is that called?
meteorite.
Permispiria or something like that? Permispiria or something?
Because we were
What the
talking about
fuck's
this
that term?
before. I said if it wasn't for these fungal networks that started building chains really early on, that actually basically taught blue-green algae how to form root systems, which eventually became trees.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah, 'cause it was
his
algae-
whole theory is that maybe they were the aliens and that they've been here the whole time. And if you look at the human body, we are more bacteria and fungus than we are
Than
human,
anything else.
Yeah.
which is really kind of disturbing and cool, and weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't even know how to put a finger on that one.
Well, because that's something.
I do have an answer
Oh,
Whoa.
for what? I don't.
on your plants and DMT and why plants have
Oh,
DMT in it.
Right.
All right. So DMT is found in humans and plants because it's known to help with their immune system. So within plants, it can also be used to protect the plants against attacks from insects, grazing animals, and parasitic
I've been saying this all
angiospores,
along.
fungi, and bacteria. Yeah, so it's a defense mechanism.
I've been
that
saying this all
grows
along,
and
though.
breathes in it.
Disease, it's all in the
And
mind,
within
right?
your pineal gland.
Yeah, It's like it's kind of like take his knees out because then he can't, if he can't walk, he can't fight. So it's like, just make him crazy. They'll just take a nap or something.
I mean, that's the thing.
Because that's what they were doing with
you want to
LSD
say,
originally.
Like DMT, you want to put that on a controlled substance list. But when you think about it, if you're really, really, I want to say like an expert meditator, but I mean, if you're really good at meditating, you can reach that point without needing to take any external drugs at all, that your brain will actually produce that on its own.
I mean, there's supporting evidence for that now.
And man, we got scientists out there spending millions on finding the God particle. Dude, it's right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
for a while.
It's DMT. I'm just saying. It's right there. Because, I mean, you could
Also,
draw
your
it back.
body.
I'm sorry. Go on.
Well, I was going to say your body naturally produces CBD as well, but not enough levels for you to get the medicinal purposes. But your body naturally produces that too.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is we have the endocannabinoid system. That's all that works off of is endocannabinoids, which are cannabinoids.
Yeah, we have receptors for this stuff that's
there's
illegal.
a reason built. Yeah, no shit.
Doesn't make any sense.
Wild.
How can a plant be illegal? I'm still trying to...
If you just so happen to set it on fire.
Why would you burn a tree? It gives you oxygen.
Is this your bush?
King of the forest? Got a special bond with this bush? Yeah, apparently I do.
I do, actually. That's my favorite bush. Don't mess with it.
But I mean, and that's...
I'm not talking about paintbrush.
Right.
But see, I think that's one of the bigger things to argue that a lot of people really get to is the reason why... they want to say, okay, we didn't do cannabis because it was the paper industry, and they won't let us do, LSD because of this, that, and the so.
Well, it was because, you could produce so much more.
Hemp does paper and clothing.
Yeah, I believe
and
part of
concrete.
The Constitution was actually written on.
It was
hemp
written
paper.
on. Yeah,
It absolutely.
Yeah, it was
That's
written
my
on.
point.
It's bullshit.
The founding forefathers were some crazy dudes, though.
Crazy
because
dudes.
they grew their own hops. They grew their own fruits and vegetables and stuff, but. They grew their own hops and they made their own beer.
Abraham Lincoln said you should smoke.
And I'm sure they
hemp.
grew other stuff too.
He said you should smoke hemp every day, which hemp is very high in CBD and CBN.
Abraham
and all
Lincoln?
them. Yeah.
I'm
He's
not going to listen to
quoted
that
as-
dude, though. I don't like him.
Why? Because he's tall and got a beard?
No.
Oh, it's his
I'm
hat.
tall and got a beard.
It's his hat. It's his hat, isn't it?
If you're that tall, why do you need such a tall hat?
I mean,
I'm
dude,
just
all right,
saying.
so if we take Abraham Lincoln and put Slash's glasses on him, put some of those little curlies on the side, I mean, I'm just saying, same guy. Just a little, taller.
Same guy as what? What?
Slash? Dude, catch
Slash?
up, bro.
Oh, if you let his hair grow, put it in
Right.
a tall hat. Yeah, no, I get it.
He's
Except his was
cute,
more like
but he's a little slow.
His
so
was
it's-
more like the Mad Hatter, though. I always got more like Mad Hatter out of the shape of his.
Mad Hatter vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, he did chop down a cherry tree, didn't he? Or is
Oh,
that George Washington?
That was G-dubs.
G-dubs.
But you
And
can't
honestly,
tell a lie.
I
so,
think that
mean,
was
it's-
just a story made up. Like, I don't think that
He's
actually
never
happened.
even seen a cherry tree.
That's
Doesn't know
That's
what
a
an
lie.
axe is.
I
think
can
that-
neither confirm nor
I think
deny
that
at this point in
represents-
time that is or is not a cherry
Yeah, I
tree.
think maybe that represents something else. I don't think that's really.
It's got to.
Oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What am I thinking?
I don't know. That's why I was asking you. What do you think?
Cherries. The cherry tree. Is this your bush?
I got a cherry tree. You want to chop it down? I only have a paintbrush.
Paintbrush.
Could be. I don't know.
Cherry
I
tree.
can't chop a cherry tree with a paintbrush. We'll find out.
So
Or can I?
sick children's books was not. That's not a new thing, apparently.
Oh my god, dude! 2021 on that shit, bro. The fuck.
I'm telling you, that is really disturbing.
But yeah, no. Going back to
If
my
my
point.
wife ever comes home with that book for my younger, just
like
burn
no,
it now.
no, you're gonna take that and be like, I have to read this to make sure this is appropriate for you, and you just slip it under the mattress. That's
Right.
where that goes, right next to the nudie man.
That's for late night reading.
But yeah, no, the point I was making, so with cannabis and LSD and mushrooms and like all these things, there's I feel a greater position from most that it's more on the fact of that it does and can induce supposed enlightenment.
I don't
Or at
disagree
least
at all.
questioning authority. That the authority figures, air quotes, are just like, no, this is really bad for you because and they just give you like some
Fuck that.
bullshit.
Well, that was
stuff.
the whole LSD movement. What that was all based on,
Well,
right?
dude, that
I mean,
was-
Timothy Leary.
That was chemical warfare to begin with. I mean, they were trying to find
Yeah,
something.
first off, that was designed as a weapon.
As a weapon.
that was a biological weapon.
And
Yeah,
have you ever
there was-
seen the video that they
the
took
soldiers
of
doing
the
it?
soldiers?
Oh my gosh.
That is,
double
I mean,
rainbow.
it's a weird combination of funny and disturbing.
And
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
Mostly
like-
funny. Mostly funny.
But when you realize, like, these guys had no clue what they were stepping into.
no clue. That's
Like,
what,
and they're supposed to trust their government. Like, and we're the bad guys because we want to do it on our own and we make the choice. To,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
right.
Not that I've ever done acid, but,
Well, it's like it was Pineapple Express when they're in the underground lair, and he's like, you've been smoking item 9 for 7.5 minutes. How do you feel? I'm serious. Your dick,
Feel
my
like
mouth. You're just like, what the fuck?
stack of flapjacks.
Yeah, big old flapper steps with butter just melting on it.
Melting.
Yeah. She's like, what? He's just like, what the fuck? Oh, bleep,
Wait,
blorp,
that was one of the cops from Superbad, wasn't it?
It sure was Bill
Yeah.
Hader. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Bill Hader.
He's a fucking legend, man.
Dude, he's hilarious as shit.
He's so good.
But you know what I find funny about him is he never seems to get any kind of like major roles. He
I mean,
always
besides
has.
Barry, which is gold. That show is amazing.
What's that?
Watch Barry. It's on HBO. He's the main character.
Was this a new show?
haven't watched
or-
Barry yet.
5 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years
Okay.
ago.
See, I'm not
good.
big on TV, so I gotta either have someone steal that shit from me or find it on,
Fair.
out on the
That's
source.
totally fair. If you're looking for a Bill Hader show, check it out.
Okay. Well, because I mean, I've always enjoyed him, no matter what character he's done. But I mean, because he was in like, was it like 1000 BC or year one? I think
Oh
it
my
was.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, with Jack Black and Michael
Michael Cera.
Cera. With dude, those guys.
No, I haven't seen that yet. You got me into Resident Alien though, which I think is freaking hilarious.
Oh, I haven't. I've heard things. I've heard
it's
things. Is
funny.
it worth it?
What's his name? Alan Tudyk?
The Turdick.
Alan Tudyk.
Tudyk. Yeah.
That was my
he's
nickname in high school.
Freaking hilarious.
Tudyk Smith.
I mean, I feel like you
don't wanna
can't.
talk about it.
I was like, you can't give a lead in like that and not.
Please
give a
write-
If you
story.
guys want to write in the show, it's ity@directionsofmusic.org.
Dude, talk about some bullshit.
Anyways, Resident Alien. I
Yeah,
should
no,
watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
his
actually-
delivery is on point.
I can
Like,
imagine. Okay.
Well, all right. So, dude, think about it. That's the same guy that plays Steve the Pirate.
Steve the Pirate, Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Yeah. Yar, Peter. I'm gonna be a little short this month. That's okay. You can. Never Steve the Pirate will never be in the debt of a man.
Or I don't have any friends.
I share my treasure with you. I will. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds great.
But he was in 1, 2 Transformers movies. What?
The third.
Who he was?
Yeah, he was the what's his name's? He was oh god, the bald guy with the glasses. He was his assistant or whatever.
Oh, you're right. You're
Yeah, I
right.
want to say the
They
third.
sought him out
He
for
was.
information at one point in one of the
Right.
Transformers movies.
I want to say it was the third one he got introduced.
And what do I know him from? The
Him who?
Alan.
I mean, I think we just went over a few things.
Yeah, no,
Joshua Joyce
What?
or
What?
Stanley Tucci.
Stanley
Stanley
Tucci.
Tucci.
Stanley Tucci, the
That's
bald
it.
guy.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
also in
Stanley
Jury Duty. He was the guy that was like apeshit crazy.
Stanley
the
Tucci.
styrofoam guy.
I know Stanley
Yes.
Tucci from The Sopranos.
Yes, that as
Yeah.
well.
Dude, he's done a lot of
He's
good
done
shit.
everything.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He is. He's very
Which
good.
actually, I got the chance to be. I think it was one of the first episodes in the first season of Sopranos. There's a restaurant that they're in. I got a chance to. I can't remember the name of the place, but I got a chance to actually eat there. That's insane. It's like
What'd you have?
I didn't even order. It was like my friend ordered everything. Like, but it was like a true 7-course meal, and like the entire time I've got 3 drinks around me at all times because I've got a glass of
That's
wine,
amazing.
I've got a glass of scotch, and I've got grappa that won't empty because every time I take a sip out of it, somebody comes around and fills it up.
Filling it right back up.
That place was. I wish I knew the name of it. I'll have to look it up at some point, but that place was insane.
What'd you think of the ending of Sopranos? Good, bad.
I actually never watched the last episode.
I never actually watched Sopranos.
It,
Not that I didn't try.
but I did like Sopranos. It's just it got
It's
really
one of my all-time favorites.
it got really disjointed at the end. It became
did.
like a
It did.
psychological thriller at
Yeah.
that point. Like,
I feel like that happens to a lot of shows. That
I mean,
last
what do you have?
season.
He was in a fight with his gym teacher, and he was getting shot at with chocolate bullets or some kind of weird.
Yeah.
No, there was some
Yeah.
really weird stuff
That's
going on,
accurate.
and there was a
Yep.
horse walking around like in his dream, like at the most odd, like in the hallways of his high school.
It sounds crazy, but it's.
It sounds
yeah.
like Charlie and the
and
Chocolate
that's when
Factory or some
I just,
shit.
I couldn't
Was there an
watch
Oompa Loompa in here, or was there like what's
There
going-
might have been. I can't remember.
There might-
Might as well have been.
there might as well have been. Yeah. But I never did watch the actual finishing of the entire series.
It is.
I mean, was I missing that much?
No, I mean it ended very.
Because he basically lost his mind though at the end, right?
More, I mean more or less. But
Yeah.
I hate when they leave it up up to interpretation. They're like, you decide how this.
Oh, you
ends."
mean like Lost? After
Yes,
you put yourself into that entire
exactly
show?
like Lost. Yeah. It's fucking
Where did that go,
bullshit.
dude? You
Yeah. Can you just tell us what happened?
just
Like,
leave all
I
the
don't-
loose ends and just, you know, like what?
Right. I don't want to choose my own adventure. I'd like to know.
That's why you're writing, and I'm
Exactly.
experiencing
How
it.
this relationship is supposed to work. I'm supposed to enjoy it.
See, he gets it.
Yeah.
right? You,
But I
you
could
tell
never bring
me-
myself to watch the final episodes, the 1 or 2 episodes. I think
Understood.
the last 2, I
Understood.
think I didn't watch. I was just like, it started getting really funky after a while.
It did, and I rolled with it, and I was like, okay, I'm with
You're like,
you
I'm
till the
in
end.
now. Like,
But I'm just,
See, my thing was like because I did try watch it a few times. It just I guess the overall structure production work of it was just something that didn't really jive with me. Where I'm just kind of
totally
like,
fair. Yeah.
like, and don't get me wrong, because I mean I love like Goodfellas and Casino and The Godfathers and like I mean I know all of them shits inside and out. But when it came to that one, I was just like, meh. Because I mean the opposite is there's a show called Lilyhammer, which was 3 seasons and it was the one character I forget his name. But he basically goes over to Norway as, you know, in the protection. You know,
who was that? I'm trying to think. That was
yeah, I don't have, we got a fucking tag picture. What
It-
Stanley Tucci.
it was Stanley.
Stick with that.
No, the main character, the Frank Tagliano.
yeah, the guy who played Frank Tagliano.
Yeah, it's Stephen Van Zandt.
Yes, Stephen Van Zandt. Yep.
Yeah, so he played.
Which was also in The Sopranos. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, so that was the thing, though, is he left the Sopranos and then wound up doing a show, you know, because this is when Netflix was just starting to get big. Mm-hmm. So they were, you know, having a lot of international stuff, which I mean they still do, but as far as trying to bridge the gap of just going from America to Canada to, you know, so they were really trying to encompass a lot of different countries. The one show that they came up with was Lilyhammer, and it was him, and he was in the witness protection program, goes over to Norway, you know, does this shit over there. So you got like people speaking, you know, Norse or whatever the fuck it is, and then
It's weird though because like that time you're talking about, like that time period of time, like when Netflix started getting some ground, there was a lot of shows that were, whether they were written in America or not, they were being produced over in Canada. So I don't know if there was something legal ramifications or something that were easier to deal with.
probably production
'Cause
wise,
some of my favorite shows have production going on within Canada,
Well, you
even
know,
though it's
no.
kind of like an American show.
from what I'm to understand, because a lot of American recording studios do that same thing, is they'll actually do all their stuff in Canada
It's
because
just outsourcing because it's cheaper. Or?
well, yeah, because there's less red tape, so there's less permits and bullshit, and you know, da 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 da. So overall, it's just cheaper, and you know, there's plenty of parts of Canada that look very
Wait,
metropolis,
did SCTV
just
do
like
that?
no, CTV was straight fucking Canadian. You shouldn't. Man.
No, that was all American. Or?
So, randomness.
What?
Dude, not
Did
here.
you know that he was? Did you know that he was best known for being in Bruce Springsteen's band?
Yes,
Who was?
Van Zandt.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
boss?
He played
like-
the mandolin,
I fucking believe
and
that
he's
shit.
from Winthrop, Massachusetts.
Like if you ever see him off his camera stuff, like he'll wear like this weird like head bandana and like he dresses more like a rocker.
I don't
So like to see him
like Slash. Or
like
Axl
Slash.
Yes, like Slash. Well, like you see him on Sopranos, and then you see him in his ordinary life, and it's like, wait a minute, what's his name?
Right.
Like he looks totally different. Oh, so we're it's getting to be that time. I
It
think
is that time.
time to take a break.
It is time to stop now.
And then
Mac?
so please, absolutely, we will have the same thing going on ITY. So definitely tune into that next. But
Yeah, no, let's I mean, if you want to give us another quick little who you are, where you're from, whatever else, because we're closing it out. So
I will do that. So so my name's Zach. I'm the general manager of the West End and now the East End, and we are opening in Hatfield September 13th. It is a bar and restaurant. We can't wait to serve each and every one of you. We're excited. If you've been to the West End, you know what to expect. If not, it's just good food, good drinks, good times. We have entertainment, we have trivia, we have all the fun stuff. We are in the old Rockin' Rebel building, but it's going to be better than that. So,
dude, that's no joke. I mean, honestly, doing better than that is not saying.
yeah, I don't
much.
think you
So,
really set the bar real high on
no
that one.
comment. I am no commenting that all the way home. But yeah, no, seriously, check us out. We're excited to open. We're excited to be in this community, this area. So yeah, that's all I got.
Although I was tempted to ride my bike over, but it started raining when I was getting ready to leave.
Your bicycle.
My motorcycle.
Bicycle.
My bicycle.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you
Well,
so
because
much right
this
now.
was kind of like a biker bar before, like
It was. We
Dude,
got to
yeah.
put the
Bar.
kibosh. We're putting the. I mean, listen, everyone is invited. I want to serve everyone, but like
Yeah, absolutely.
the riffraff's not going to be here. We are a family place. We got good food. We got good drinks.
I mean, I don't want to insult anybody, but I'm not a redneck, and I ride a Triumph. So,
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel
I don't know if
like
that's looked on
those
differently, but
No, I feel like those coincide because I don't
They
think
could. They
rednecks
very well could.
wouldn't ride Triumphs.
that's what I feel like. Yeah. I
So, yeah, I think-
Harley Davidson all the way. If you're a redneck, I'm just saying.
Everyone's invited.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, as a food guy myself, every time I've been to the West End, I've always had a good meal.
Awesome, man.
You know, and I've tried
Good.
several different things on the menu. Everything always sounds good.
Now I
and-
feel like I have to go.
We always have specials. We always have something new to try. Everything's always fresh. We have our chefs are no joke. They are super creative. They are always striving to do something awesome, and they
know shit.
They always deliver. They know shit. That's true. That's
They really
accurate.
do. Well, because I mean, dude, hey, being a taco guy, I've had their tacos. I was like,
Our tacos are
that's a
dope.
pretty good fucking taco.
Actually, pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
We
It's-
got some good tacos.
Yeah, for me to be like, hey, your taco's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good.
No comment.
Dude, no, that I mean, you know, hey, it's,
We're back at the paintbrush thing. Is that what we're doing?
I think we're back to that.
But yeah, no, that's
And that's
all right,
just
but-
proof that you never grow over the age of 13 when you're
That's accurate.
shit. I'm 8.
And thank you guys very much for having me. I appreciate that.
Dude, absolutely, man. I mean, we're all
Absolutely.
about supporting our community, you know,
Rock
having
and
good
roll.
people, and, you know, anybody who's like-minded enough, we absolutely want you to come on, which you said earlier, hit us up, ITY.
Yeah, hit us up if you want to hit us up collectively at ity@directionsofmusic.org. Otherwise, hit us up individually at
Individually. There it is.
at Gemini GEMINI at directionsofmusic.org.
Yeah, or Philly D, PHI, at directionsofmusic.org.
Hit me up at East End, 1903 Bethlehem Pike, Hatfield, PA.
Yes. Oh, I fucking love it. But yeah, we got Mr. Gemini
Philly D.
Clickety clack a fact check a missjd.
and our guest. That's you.
Zach.
Yeah, and as always, fam, we want you to be good to yourself, be good to everyone else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.